first of all, before we get into some questions, I just want to say thank you again on behalf of the whole show for doing the St. Jude Radiothon last week. That was amazing.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
So, Morgan, you just you were on the Good Day Tour with Brett Eldredge, who is also known this time of year as Mr. Christmas. So what is it like being on tour with Brett?
That was so good. There's so many reasons why it was so good, you know, not doing a show for almost 2 years and then getting to do shows again. And Brett's also one of those guys, you know, in country music, you kind of run into each other a lot, but maybe never get to hang out or get deep with anyone. And it was really good to spend, you know, a few months on the road with him and get to know him better and play a bunch of pickleball together and drink some tequila together. It was really good professionally and personally. So, yeah, I can't say thanks enough to him. And I did see his Christmas show the other day too. It's equally great.
Well, so who's better at pickleball, you or Brett?
I reckon I've probably got him at the moment, but he's a big fella. He's got the reach, so he's always dangerous, you know?
Yeah, he's not here, so you should just go and say you're better. Just claim it.
Well, I felt like I did say that.
Okay, yeah, you did. No, you said, I think you said you got the last one on him or something. Anyway, yeah. Does anything happen like on the last day of tour with Brett that's special?
Well, yeah. So, I mean, he's a sweet guy, right? So he's like, we're exchanging end of tour gifts and all that kind of thing. But, you know, coming from Australia, one of the first things I noticed about touring here, country music touring, was at the end of tours, they would kind of prank each other on the road. And so I feel like it's my duty to continue that. And his crew kind of did a little prank on us. They were holding up these kind of funny signs that really sort of just made us all crack up laughing. But his end of tour gift for us was a pickleball set, like one of those ones you could set up the net anywhere. And it was very, very kind and thoughtful because we've been playing a lot on the tour. And during his show, there's a section where he goes down the front of the stage, right down the front of the thrust, and he starts singing My Girl. And my whole crew just jumped up there and started to play pickleball during his set. And to his credit, he didn't even bat an eye or anything. He just turned around, he kept singing, didn't miss a note, walked back, stole a paddle, and just started playing with us. So it was cool. It was a prank, but it was very lighthearted.
I love that. And speaking of gifts, where are you with Christmas shopping? Are you done?
I haven't even started, Amy. I'm not a good gift giver. Are you done? How are you going?
I mean, I'm more than halfway. Yeah, I'm 75% done. But Morgan, haven't you been watching the news? You're supposed to shop early. Shipping's crazy. Finding gifts are crazy. Like, do you at least have Kelsey's gift bought?
Well, we don't usually do gifts per se. We usually do stuff like experiences. And so we are going to go home to Australia over the holidays. And so that's our gifts to each other and do some fun stuff down there, as well as obviously see family and friends that we haven't seen for a couple of years. So I feel like that's a great gift. I feel pretty good about that one. But there's going to be 5 babies in my family when we get home. I've only met 2 of them. And so I've got to buy all these gifts for all these kids. That's kind of my main job ahead, you know?
Yeah, well, you're on par with the year because I saw an article that was saying like the number one gift to give this year is the gift of experience. So that's perfect. You and Kelsey are ahead of things.
Right.
Is Christmas, is it a bigger deal in Australia or America?
I think it's equal. It's very similar. It's I get asked about Australian Christmas a lot, and I mean it's a lot of it's the same. We still have Santa and the tree and family and the time off. The only difference is it's in the middle of summer instead of winter. So yeah, it's kind of a big deal for me to have missed the last couple of years, and I'm looking forward to getting there and experiencing it the Aussie way again after a couple of years.
What about the do you surf a lot when you're in Australia?
Yeah, I do. I grew up doing that a lot. Obviously, I don't do it very much in Nashville, but I do enjoy getting back to the coast. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, Christmas surfing, the Santa surfing, and the Christmas in the Sun video. Yeah. So is that you as Santa?
Did you watch the video? Yeah. So I was like, we were going to make a video for this song, Christmas in the Sun. It's like, we just put it out a couple of weeks ago, but, and I was like, hey, I would love to just like dress in a Santa suit and go surfing. And it sounded funny in my head. And then when we got there, we were at we're in this beach just south of LA on the West Coast. And the Santa suit they gave me was a double XL Santa suit. So I had this thing like tied up around the back. The legs are so baggy. I paddled out. I got out. I think I might have lost the hat or like some hair on the way out. Had the glasses on. And my first wave, I paddled in. And as I went to stand up, the beard filled with water, fell straight down. My front foot came through, hit the beard, and I went straight over the falls. It was a sight to see, and we do have it in slow-mo. I should release that at some point. It's pretty embarrassing, but I feel like I need to share it, get off my chest, you know?
What month did you write that in?
It was definitely not during Christmas time. It may have been August or something like that this year. It was one of those things like, hey, should we put a Christmas song out this year? Absolutely. And I think I was missing home a lot at the time, and Christmas in the Sun is my answer to what's Christmas like in Australia. So that's what we wrote the song about.
Did you have to decorate the studio with Christmas vibes to get in the mood?
Yeah, I wrote it with a mate of mine named Jimmy Robbins. And when we got into the studio that day, he had a Christmas tree set up on the coffee table in the middle of his studio. And I think I wore like a Christmassy shirt or something like that too. We did. We made some effort to get in the spirit.
What about Christmas movies? Like, do you have a favorite?
I do. Love Actually. I think it might be one of my favorite movies. Just
Ever?
Full stop. Yeah. I know that's a pretty common answer, but one of my favorite songs is All I Want for Christmas Is You. And I feel like that movie does the movie and the song. So yeah, it's got me.
What's special about this song that's making it your next single?
Yeah. I mean, I love this song. I love the way it makes me feel. And just when we were making this new record, I remember as we were writing it, it reminded me of the same feeling of when we were making the first record and we wrote Kiss Somebody. And, you know, me and the guys I wrote it with were like, oh, this feels like the start of something. Let's make the record from here. And I'd written a lot of songs up to that point, but it wasn't until Love Is Real came along that it felt like the beginning of the project. And then we wrote all the other songs after that. And so to me, it just feels right to share this one first and share this feeling first.
Well, I need like an elevator pitch. Like, what would you say to someone if you were on an elevator with them and you wanted them to leave that and go listen to it right away, but you only have like, you know, a short amount of time?
Okay. You know that feeling, like one of those feelings where every single thing in the world is right and you just don't want anything to change? Yeah, this song sounds like that for 3 minutes.
I want to bring up that you recently celebrated 4 years of marriage. So what is something that you've learned about sharing your life with someone in that way, marriage, the last 4 years? Like, do you have any advice for us now that you are 4 years in?
Do I have advice?
Or what have you learned?
I mean, I don't know, just to probably be a good listener and to breathe a little bit more.
Breathe.
You know? I just think it's just to keep doing sweet things and try to surprise each other. I think that is kind of the everyday trick to keeping it feeling good. At least I've found that, especially during the pandemic when everything is just like kind of feels like boring and the same every day. Just a little something to add some spice. I feel like it is the key day to day.
You know what I do know about you and Kelsey?
Mm-hmm.
Love is real. Your love is real. Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, let's play the song now. You want to?
Let's go. Turn it up loud.
All right. Here's Morgan Evans.
This is a Bobby Bones show.
Hey.